This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. Okay, yes. So, I was asked to do a video on the prophecies of the Age of Aquarius. Okay, first let's talk about what the Age of Aquarius is. So, we just left the Age of Pisces last year. The Age of Pisces was exactly like 2021 years after Jesus died, right? From 1 AD to last year. What we saw in that 2,000 years was all of Revelations come to pass. All of it. Even the divide, between people, everything. Okay, we saw it all kind of come to pass. So, then we, like to be raptured is to ascend, right? And that's the big divide right now, is so many people are ascending into that 5D reality of non-duality, and then so many people are staying stuck and wanting to stay in their like really dualistic, third-dimensional kind of bullshit reality, right? And it is a bullshit reality. I don't have any shame in saying that. So, it's hard to get this all down into one video, so I might do a couple videos. I might do videos extensively. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But with every story, we've got a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? So let's try to kind of break it down into that. So we've got our beginning of the Age of Aquarius. What to expect. We're already 1 year in, so that is hopeful that we've already experienced a lot of the beginning of the Age of Aquarius. Okay. And then we've got our middle. Yeah, the next 2,159 years, this is a big thing to prophesy. So I'm like, I hope I can fit it into 2 to 3 videos. Okay, I hope I can. I might do periodic check-ins actually to kind of like talk about the flow and based on different movements that occur and all that, you know, like once we've reached certain milestones, let's talk again, you know. Okay. And then all right. So this is interesting. Interesting energy already. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. The tower all falls down. Okay. In the beginning, we have entropy, right? We have chaos. We have disorder. Whatever you want to call it. It's all out of whack, right? 3 of Swords. We have a lot of confusion, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of dissociation from the self, right? And then with the moon in reverse, we have a lot of people hiding the truth from themselves, not wanting to see reality for what it is. because reality is stranger than fiction, right? And then we have the Emperor, right? The Emperor. And that's kind of coming to a sense of confidence and effort and taking on responsibility. We'll start seeing this in a lot of people. That's kind of a collective energy where people are kind of like, all right, I'm ready to pick up the reins. Let's work on building a better future for the world, right? Yeah, the beginning of the Age of Aquarius is a bumpy ride, right? So with the tower, shit falling apart, that could be a lot. You know, we entered the Age of Aquarius, right, as pestilence kind of really showed its face, right, with the COVID thing. There was a global tower that happened, right? A lot of people were inside. And right before then, we had all those fucking riots. You know, there's a collective heartbreak. A collective, like, everyone's got trauma. Everyone needs to heal from something. Everyone's been going through the tribulations. And so, but a lot of people are still choosing not to see it. Not to see that we have actually, in fact, lived out all of Revelations. You know, so let's talk about the tower. Oh man, okay. So we have the devil in reverse. Okay, so this tower is what is pulling the devil out of our collective lives, right? This is spiritual warfare. It was like, and with the Five of Wands in reverse, I see less and less people wanting to fight, less and less people wanting to be in their ego, wanting to be self-serving. Like, you see more of a collective nature of people kind of coming together and trying to help each other with that camaraderie, with that Eight of Wands, right? Wanting to come together and help each other. You get this sense of community that happens with it. And then we have the Three of Swords. Let's clarify that. I feel like, yeah, with this divide, this great divide that's happening, the ascenders and the ones who don't ascend, you know, there's a little heartbreak. People have to leave certain people behind. You know, you have to understand you're not carrying everyone with you on this journey if you so choose to ascend, right? So let's talk about that. The Three of Swords, the heartbreak in the beginning. Sorry, my dog's being crazy. I will get her when I'm done. She will be fine. She was eating trash, so I put her outside. I was like, no. Okay, yeah, so with that Three of Swords, this divide, Seven of Cups in reverse, this feeling of a lack of direction, right? People not knowing which way is up. It's going to be kind of like confusion kind of hitting where everyone's like, what do I do? What do I say? You know, they all kind of want to get into this action energy with this King of Wands, or not King, Knight of Wands, right? There's going to be a lot of communication that happens, a lot of truths brought to light with that Knight of Wands, because people are running out of options. People who've already made decisions on things, they're kind of like, oh fuck, you know? And so yeah, with the moon in reverse, let's talk about that. We have 333 on the board already. We have the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. So I do see some ebb and flow in what is to come, because the devil ain't just gonna give up. You know, there's gonna be this like back and forth. Like, some days you'll feel amazing, other days you feel like the world is out to get you, but it's really about holding on to that faith and hope that everything's gonna be fine and not let shit get to you, because when you let shit get to you, you're letting the devil get to you. And then if you do that, if you put all your faith in the devil, all your faith in the worst case scenario, the worst outcome, then that just shows where your alliance is, right? Alright, so And we all know what the devil is, okay? We all know what it is. It's that fucking self-serving, self-indulgent, not wanting to put work into yourself, not wanting to love other people fully, kind of being deceitful, living in sin, bro. Let's talk about that, okay? Living in sin. I know, you guys are looking at me like, you're a fucking witch. So is Jesus, actually. I don't see Christians turning water into wine. I didn't even see Jesus call himself a Christian. So, he grew up in ancient Egypt, learning about the Egyptian magic and Horus and Thoth, but we can talk about that in another video. Let's talk about this. The moon in reverse. Things that people don't want to see. Truths that people are trying to hide from themselves. They don't want to see the reality of what it is. Yeah, so they're refusing gifts from God. Right? With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they're being offered something here. At the Eight of Cups, you see this girl, it was in reverse, but you see her standing at the stairway to heaven offering this cup. Like, here you go, here's some love. And then they're just like, psh, nah, right? So people get into that mindset. That Two of Swords, not feeling at peace, not wanting to accept the gifts of God, right? Not wanting to see reality for what it is. Here's where the great divide happens, okay? Here's where people, like, choose a side, right? And then we have the Emperor. Let's talk about the Emperor. Five of Pentacles. The Emperor feels left out in the cold. So, I don't feel like this is the Emperor, okay? I feel like this is like political figureheads. This is like corporations. This is like people who kind of rely on people relying on them, you know? Get that energy? They are going to feel left out in the cold and kind of useless. Alright. Any last messages on the beginning of the Age of Aquarius? Two of Wands. People will choose a direction. With the Four of Cups in reverse, the foundation of all that they once understood is kind of crumbling, right? That's why we had the... Oh, wait. Was it not this one? Okay. It was another one that we had the Tower. And then we have Three Pentacles in reverse. One house, three doors in reverse. So what I see is like this... The energy of where people once were all together in one place, it kind of looks like a church too. It's kind of like the divide happening within those places, like within the church, within the homes, within families. You know, like the divide is happening. Two of Wands, everyone gets a decision. You get to move forward or back, right? So, welcome to the beginning of the Age of Aquarius. Now let's get to the middle. Yeah, this is definitely going to be at least a 2-part video, so stay tuned for the second part. I'm not letting that dog in because she was eating trash. So, yes. She's got to learn, okay? I know she's out there barking. She'll be fine. She's just a puppy. It's like, dude, she will eat fucking anything if I don't teach her. So, you know, if you've had pets, you fucking know how this goes, okay? Ace of Cups in reverse. So, Ace of Cups in reverse is kind of a failure to love oneself, right? Three of Swords is kind of this heartbreak energy, right? Four of Cups is pleasure seeking. The Hanged Man indicates that that is the obstacle. That is the thing holding you up, or holding up the collective, right? That is something that needs to be surpassed, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Well, actually, I should put the Two of Cups before the Ten of Pentacles. So we have Two of Cups, unity energy, right? The community coming together, the energy of people coming together to help each other, to create wealth with the Ten of Pentacles, to create love and abundance with the Ten of Cups. We have 10-10 right there at the end of the middle. Endings, new beginnings. That's what 10-10 is about. Endings, new beginnings. So it's the ending of this self-serving, lacking self-love energy, right? It's very narcissistic energy, and it seems to be very collective. This sorrow too, this self-pity shit that you catch yourself in, it's gonna be the end of that. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's clarify these. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so with the Ace of Cups in reverse, the lacking self-love that is collectively happening, the blasted tower hits, right? I knew that tower was coming. Right? The tower hits. That whole structure of yourself, of the wallowing in self-pity, the negative thinking, the negative self-talk, the self-deprecating humor, that once was so cool and so funny, well, now it feels really hopeless and really dim and dark and limited, right? Limiting. And so people kind of get in this energy of, with the King of Swords, on the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is all about debauchery, self-indulgence, and all that. And with the King of Swords, I see people kind of getting in the energy of cutting that off, you know? Cutting off this negative self-talk, cutting off the inability to love oneself, cutting off the self-indulgence, cutting off the narcissism, really. It's kind of like they're, like, you know, one bad fruit in the bunch could fuck up the whole fucking lot, you know? And I feel like people are identifying the bad fruit, or where it's, you know, and kind of cutting that out of their lives. With the Hanged Man being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, it looks like hope is coming, right? It might be slow moving because the Knight of Pentacles is really not like a fast moving energy, but it's like this hope, this like divine assistance, divine intervention coming in, right? And it's kind of like right at that moment where you're like, fuck, what do I do? And this helps restore the faith, right? Like, when people are feeling, with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Two of Cups, it's like when they're feeling hopeless or lost, it's like all of a sudden somebody's going to swoop in and kind of help, you know? And that's the restoration of faith, is like having allies, right? This sense of unity again. And it's all unity that's based on helping build the community and trying to create a better world, right? With the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot, it's like, I see there's a lot of movement, right? A lot of movements, right? Movements, changes, things happening here, where people are kind of entering in that phase of sharing the wealth, right? The wealth isn't just for me and you, it's for everybody. It's like, you know, they want to build themselves up, they want to build up their communities, like local businesses thriving, independent artists kind of being able to really make a living off of that. And it's like there's just this movement that happens where people are able to live out a sense of purpose, no longer just working for a fucking paycheck. Seven of Wands in reverse with the clarifying the Ten of Cups. People are coming to this sense of feeling like love is the only way, right? Love and faith and hopefulness is the only way. And it's so, we have this divide here. I almost see it like on one side we have the people who choose the hopelessness, the sad, the whatever. And then on the other side we've got people who choose the unity, the love, And it's like the great divide kind of happens in such a way, but it's kind of like it has to happen, And it's, what's great about it though is everyone's getting an opportunity here, right? Everyone's getting this opportunity to kind of restore any lack or lack of faith or whatever, by having faith in not just God, their fellow human. Okay, that's the beautiful aspect of this. It's not just about praying to God now. It's about having faith in your fellow humans and the goodness in their souls, right? Having faith that when you're feeling down and out, these people have your back. They're here for you. They ride for you. They've got your back, right? It's this sense of feeling like the reason that people are being able to trust in God now is because they see each other as aspects of God and seeing each other as people who don't abandon one another when they are in need or when they need help, whatever the case. So there's this sense of faith restored in humanity, right? And it's really fucking beautiful because we are all acting on behalf of God, and that's really what it was supposed to be, right? Where we all act on behalf of God. Because, yeah, we could sit there and be like, God, fix every single problem, or we could start becoming problem solvers in service of God, where we all find our perfect niche where we belong and we start solving problems. We start, really working like a team, right? Like God's team, okay? Sorry, my dog was eating garbage, so she's like out in the back porch losing her mind right now. I was like, you are not coming in here to eat the garbage. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, so then I'm going to actually cut off this video and I'm going to start the next one. Because I don't feel like I feel, okay, so we talked so far about this much, but I feel like there's a lot more coming, so I want to make sure I have plenty of time to talk about the next half of the Age of Aquarius and how that's going to be. So, hold on. I will see you on the next one. You better be looking out for the next one. I'm going to link it in the description, okay?